morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to keep 100. Like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first carry for the former Indy Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Lauletta. He's got some space here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap to Lauletta, to Barkley on the check down, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. 599 Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319. Detroit. Detroit. 319.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On first down, Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Detroit!
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It's caught inside the 25. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Loletta. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. No. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Detroit! Gone!
Here's Loletta. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they'll try the air now with Loletta. Dancing to his left. Oh, he stays up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, this is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play, just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Lucky 56.
They'll run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Lawletta now to throw it. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lawletta on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lawletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back to 3-19. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check, 93's the mic.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Dibb. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Lawletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, Lawletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Detroit!
The shotgun snap to Lawletta. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. Lawletta, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll look to throw here. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's Laletta. He's going to loft one. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. To throw again, Webb. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Webb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Webb now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Webb now from the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. And Diggs has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Webb. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The pitch goes to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Again, it's Barkley. And some space here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 17-3. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Leopard! Leopard!
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You have to fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep.